We got a lot going on with this right now.
We do.
It seems like a deadline is something that we always need in Washington, but you think you can get one done now, a bill done now without a deadline?
I'm hopeful that we can. And I was listening to the report. They haven't looked at the second bill. The second bill actually has stronger border security, because what it will do is, what happened in past immigration bills, you promised always to have this border secure, and then they never follow through. We actually put the money for the wall and tie the wall being built to other mechanisms in the bill. So other things can't happen unless the wall's being built. We change catch and release. We take the top 10 items from Homeland Security, what they need. We sit there and listen to them. We take from what the president wants, and there's no special pathway in this new bill. I find it, you have an opportunity to vote yes, yes on this process of going forward. It could be very good. And this is really having, from the most conservative to the most moderate, sitting in a room working out kind of what the founders asked us to do.
You know, Majority Leader, as you go forward and you try to get Democrats to a yes, perhaps not this most conservative second bill, but the first bill, I mean, it's amnesty technically. I mean, will they say yes to what they shut the government down for? I mean, Chuck Schumer had a government shutdown on helping Dreamers, and the president and the bills that you're putting forth are trying to help the Dreamers.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if you do nothing, the process even gets worse. That's why you want to solve this problem. But the Democrats, remember, they voted, not one of them voted for the tax bill, which we just hit the 1 millionth new job with the tax bill going through. They just voted against our veterans in our appropriation bill. They've been voting against opioid reform. I mean, I don't know what they want to vote for. Nancy just wants to stop everything and then try to just blame the president.
And this is a very prickly issue going into the midterms for people like Nancy Pelosi, who have been actually met out on the trail by some unhappy Dreamers, feeling like the Democrats have not actually done enough for them. So the bottom line, though, is that you've got to put something in front of the president he'll sign.
Yes.
So you've got these two. What do you think he'll sign?
Well, the president, he'll sign these bills. And so you want to get a bill that goes through that protects the border, but changes the process so you don't have another DACA problem going forward and deals with that issue. This is going off the president's 4 pillars that he laid out. Remember, border security, dealing with DACA, changing it to a merit-based system, which this will do in the process. And that's what we built the bill off of. So it's based that the president would sign it. Now, if we can send that over, get it to the Senate. But here's an opportunity for the Democrats who wanted to shut government down to deal with immigration. They don't want anything to do.
All right, so I wrote in all caps, hashtag the Senate. So, I mean, I learned on the Hill this morning, you got 503 bills that have made it through the House. Not all as difficult as the issue of immigration, obviously, but they're sitting. And so what happens in the Senate?
Well,
is Mitch McConnell like you? Is he going to be like, okay, let's deal with immigration?
Well, I think the Senate went and had their work on immigration. It didn't get to a place that they could pass it. You've got Schumer over there kind of shutting everything down like Nancy, and he has a little more power over there because it takes 60 votes for anything.
Sure.
This will really show the real line to the Democrats. Are they serious about solving this problem or not? Because the president has gone out there pretty far to solve this problem. I think more so than people thought he would because he wants to have a secure border. He knows what's happening, and he wants to solve the DACA issue.
Look, I have learned from you and others that it's about relationships, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the Senate. They know they need each other, and the Dreamers need somebody right now, too.
Yeah,
it seems like the president has them in mind. Real quickly, opioids. You're about to have a huge week next week. You have, like, what, 57 bills that are coming through? Talk to me about the difference that you think you can make in the crisis.
Well, 174 people are going to die today for addiction. The same thing's going to be tomorrow. And the thing that the viewers need to understand, this isn't somebody you think is addicted to drugs. What is happening is it's our best and brightest in high school. Maybe they're a good athlete, and they got injured, and they had a surgery. And they got prescribed 30, 60 days of opioids, and they became addicted.
Hooked.
Or a police officer that got hurt on the job. This is something that is deadly, that's breaking the fiber of our country. So one, we're going after prevention, we're going for treatment, and then we're going to stop fentanyl from coming into this country and killing people. That stuff has got to stop.
When we got that autopsy report back on Prince, and there have been others too, there was this mystery pill. They thought it was fentanyl, perhaps. I mean, that particular drug you're going after, why?
Because even a small dosage will kill you. And what's happening, people will get addicted to an opioid. It becomes too expensive, they turn to heroin. Then they turn into the streets. And what's happening, they're using our postage, they're sending it over from China, they're working in so many different areas. So we've got a number of bills, we have a number of people who've been U.S. attorneys before, working to stop this.
Bipartisan, from what I'm reading. I live in the state of New Jersey, where they have one of those international mail centers.
Yes.
And I know that you're looking at that too. House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy, I'm in your house, technically, in your town today. Great to have you on the program. Thank you. We'll be covering the opioids bills as they come out.